Hello, I'm ReDreaming. I've been gone for a while, and to be honest, my life has been rough. But within the darkness, there will naturally be light, and that light happens to be King Legacy's new update, Update 10, or as I'm calling it, Update X. This game has been absolutely dead for too damn long, and now we have finally been back, and we have some awesome stuff coming on the way, and I feel as if this is also, well, it's a big moment for King Legacy because we have reached the double digits of the numbered updates. So things are getting serious, man. And we're getting serious too. We're reworking every single dinosaur fruit except for Toy, because yes, Toy counts as a dinosaur fruit because it has a dinosaur transformation, but we are reworking every single dinosaur fruit and adding a new one, which might possibly be the mythical fruit that is coming. Now, I was talking to someone and they're like, oh, the only mythical fruit that would ever be added to the game would be the CC fruit if they ever added that. But today, well, not today, a couple days ago, it got announced that we are in fact having a new mythical fruit. Now, this is insane because that means that this will be broken, it will be expensive, both Robux and in-game, it will be hard to find, and most definitely it will look sick as hell. So, let's get into my predicts on what we are going to add. So, I'm going to pause this and take this over to my recording. Alright. Now, hello, welcome to my iPad. This is where all the magic happens, and I'm going to go over a bunch of stuff, mainly this, right here, boom. They announced basically every single thing that is going to be added in this one blog post right here on Roblox. So, we are going to get a new level cap. I'm going to say that it's going to be 5,250. I just feel like that's the most likely. We are getting a new bounty cap. I don't know what the current bounty cap is, so I can't say much on that because I don't know bounty stuff. And we are getting a new island, which I can only assume will be kind of like Little Garden. The reason why I say that is because, well, we're getting dinosaur fruits, like way more dinosaur fruits, and the dinosaurs were originally seen on Little Garden, even though the dinosaur fruits are more tied to Wano, but that doesn't matter. Because, I mean, just look at that in the background, and if we go to Discord, block my screen, if we go to Discord, and if we go to sneak peeks, we will see that, look at this background. Look at this background. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like Little Garden, but, I mean, it actually looks pretty decently like Little Garden. And then we have more pictures, then I don't know what the hell is going on here. I assume this is the demon fruit, but yeah, while we're here, we can look over at all the stuff we have. So, we have this. Considering we are getting 2 new accessories, legendary and mythical, and 3 new swords, legendary and mythical, I assume that these will be legendary, and this will be mythical. Now, my prediction for these are it's going to be more like Acro Spear, where they're not exactly focusing on the lifesteal, but rather as what it can do. I have a feeling it'll put some sort of debuff on the enemy, and it will be extremely fast. Think of like Shell Reaper, but way more faster, and not as broken. So it'll probably just be like a legendary low-level Shell Reaper. So that's my prediction for that. This, I assume I wouldn't be surprised if it would be a sword accessory or melee, because we don't have many of those. It will probably have more than 3 stats. Well, not more than 3 stats, more than 2 stats. So I'm going to put my predictions in now. It'll probably be speed, sword, and like pretty like cracked sword damage reduction. So, moving on. we have this, which will be the pterodactyl fruit. This is rumored to be the mythical, which is cool. If it would make sense if it was the mythical, because the creator of the game, DinoX Live, it has like his entire theming is like around dinosaurs. So it would make sense that there would be a huge bias towards dinosaurs in this game. So I wouldn't be surprised if this ended up being the mythical. And then we have this, which is demon. This is also a contender for the mythical, I feel. Because I mean, it's a demon fruit. That's a sick ass model. And I also think that this is another skill on the demon fruit, like in the base form. And then we have the wood fruit. This is a demon transformation. Looks super sick. It kind of reminds me of Ghost Rider. Let me just pull it up. It kind of reminds me of Ghost Rider a little bit, which is pretty cool. And then we have the wood fruit. Now, I will be copying this. I mean, it low-key looks goofy as hell, but I have a feeling it's gonna be like my second favorite next to Melody. But anyways, new Legacy Pass Season 2. Now, considering we are getting 3 new swords, I assume that the one of the legendary swords will be at the very end of the battle pass. That's my humble opinion, but we could it could very well just be like, okay, so we are getting a new Seeking. That's most definitely happening. We are getting a new Seeking, and we will get the acro weapon from the acro dagger from the new Seeking. That most definitely is going to happen. New Seeking or a new Hydra, but I know we're definitely getting a new Seeking. Hopefully we get like new Seeking and Hydra, because that would be pretty sick, and it works like somewhat like the second C ones, but you never know. Many revamps and visual updates or upgrades. So for this, we're just gonna go right into King Legacy, and I'm going to show you what should all get an update. You still got it going? All right, let me just turn this down. So what I think is gonna get a revamp is, for one, Muramasa visual update. The VFX on Muramasa are kind of outdated, so we're most likely going to get a visual update. I mean, it looks cool, but it could definitely use a VFX update or like a buff in general. And then Soul King could also be a contender for this. Could also use a VFX update, as well as the Battle Pass swords, which would be Noir Ser, which I traded away for Permanent Melody, Cerulean Blossom, and Ancient Sword. And then last but not least, Longavis. I feel like this most definitely should get a rework, and it's either going to get a rework or a VFX update. And then when it comes to fruits, I feel as if Shadow should definitely get like a rework. And then we already know that something is going to happen with Rubber. This has been confirmed by just like in the back, you can kind of see like a little bit of like, this may be like going crazy, but like it kind of looks like Gear 4 Rubber. And also in the polls, they said something along the lines with like would you use Rubber more if we remove the bar to Gear 4? So something is going to be happening with Rubber. We don't know if it's going to be a full-on like update on what it is as a whole, or we don't know. So we're going to find out in the trailer, which is coming up soon, and I will immediately get on top of the trailer, and I will immediately make a video. I'll make a reaction video, and then I'll probably put like the analysis like all baked up into one. I'll like go through it like Matt Pat game theory style, like like all the good stuff, and I will get back to you. But for now, I'm going to continue watching live action One Piece. See ya.